Hi, I'm Janice from Page a Day Math, and today I want to show you our addition checkers and our subtraction checkers. So these are a great way to see where your child is. They are our addition checkers and subtraction checkers have 4 parts, and each part can be you can give them this all at once, or you can give one part at a time. They get incrementally harder. And it's a great way just to see how comfortable your child is with addition. And then we have them for subtraction, multiplication, and division. So if your child's really comfortable with a math operation, they'll be able to answer them automatically without hesitating. They'll feel comfortable. They won't get nervous. If they are having more trouble with a math operation, they're just not sure of it yet. They'll answer the problems more slowly. They may get distracted more easily, and they may get a little bit nervous. But basically, we want your kids to feel really comfortable with math. We don't want them to feel pressured, so we don't have a time frame on our math checkers. We do let you know that often kids that know them really well will finish these math assessments in about 6 minutes, which gives them about 2 to 3 seconds per problem. And that's a good marker to use. Some kids just write more slowly, which is fine. So we don't want them to like rush through the writing. We want them to take their time and enjoy it. So, but that just gives you an idea of how long it would take. So if your child were really comfortable with their addition math facts, they'd probably finish it in 6 minutes or so. And then they wouldn't get nervous, and they would just answer their problems pretty automatically. So automatic means that as an example, if you were going to ask your child what their name was, somebody was going to ask them, they would be able to answer without hesitating. So that's the same way you really want them to know their basic math operations, is without hesitation. We have our subtraction checkers too. These are also 4 parts. And again, you'll give them one at a time or all at once. It's really fine just to give them one at a time. But as soon as you see that they're starting to make more than 2 to 3 mistakes, then you want to really stay in that group of problems and make sure that they know them fluently until you move on. And that's also how our books work. They're incremental, they're cumulative, so you're always learning one new math fact and then practicing everything you've learned up to that point. Our series give you thousands of practice problems, but they're divided up into daily practice sessions, so they're bite-sized chunks so that they're not overwhelming. But by the time you're finished with the 6 months of practice, you've had thousands of practice problems, so you're very automatic in your answers. So I would recommend that you give your child the addition checkers, see how they do. If you see that they need to brush up, and you have any questions about how to do that, you can always email me at janice@pageadaymath.com and I'll help you out. And then give them the subtraction checkers and then see how that goes. If you see that they're having trouble with subtraction, it's probably a sign that you need to go back to addition. Make sure that addition is really fluent and automatic, and that they're very comfortable with addition first, and then go back to subtraction. When you're working on addition, you really want to work on addition alone. You want to make sure that addition is really solid and not introduce subtraction until it is solid. Once you're in subtraction, then you can start talking about the relationship between addition and subtraction, fact families. That's a good time for that to be introduced. But often when a child is still just learning addition, it's just too much to take in, and they're better off just learning addition on its own first. But subtraction, when you're teaching subtraction and helping your child learn their subtraction facts, you can talk about the difference between a number to another to get to another number. So the difference, if you worked on 2 plus 3, and then you have a subtraction problem, 5 minus 2 or 5 minus 3. So you want to talk about the difference. Like if you're at 2, how many more do you need to get to 5? If you're at 3, how many more do you need to get to 5? So that's another way to think of it. So it's more like addition. And if they're solid at addition, then they'll really be able to answer those questions pretty easily and not feel like they're struggling or they're just not sure. And they'll get that relationship. So that's what I would recommend. Download our addition checker, our subtraction checker. There are 2 different links below. They're free, and they're great markers to understand where your child is. If they're behind, you want to help them catch up before next year so they feel really comfortable. If math is really enjoyable and easy to them already, then you want to help them maybe even get further ahead because they probably really enjoy the topic and like reading and want to do more. Thanks for joining me. If you have any questions, again, you can email me at janice@pagedaymath.com. I'd be happy to help you out, answer any questions that you have. Have a great day, and thanks for listening. Bye-bye.